Hi there. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Steve. Today's issue is this. So what we have here is a walkway that over the years has been needing some TLC, and finally we are going to do something about it. So the plan is to get some Sure Step anti-slip grit, a grey colour that's going to go on here and cover up all these imperfections. So like here, I filled this in with some ready mix which has some gravel in it. I got some cement filled in over there a few years ago. Ready mix is good. The grit is in the Sure Step paint. It's going to blend in, and any like these spider cracks here, that's fine. It goes over that. We've got a few little imperfections here that just get a spoon and fill it in first with the Sure Step stuff, and it just goes on with a roller. Now the other issue is you don't want it to go up against the side here, because once you get it on there it's hard to get off. So I'm going to put cardboard along there towards the end. I'll put cardboard along the wood there. Along here I'm just going to put some duct tape, so when I roll it on it won't go up against there, and after that we're gonna paint that. So the reason I'm doing cardboard along here is to protect the landscape tires so we can get the Sure Step on it. But with these bushes, a lot of dry leaves there, don't want anything blowing onto it once I've laid it. You can't walk on it for 24 hours. It dries within a few hours. But also, this is a highway of animals. We get cats coming down here, squirrels, birds in and out the bushes, skunks and raccoons is the general stuff we get down here. So when I'm done this, I don't want to come out and see a load of little footprints everywhere. So maybe this will put them off a bit. I block in that end, I block off that end, and hopefully no little creatures come down here and ruin my work. One of the best investments I ever made. Knee pads. I got like scars on both knees, too much soccer, too much abuse over the years. If I didn't have these, I couldn't do this job. Knee pads. Oh, lifesaver. So that's the prep done. The concrete isn't sealed, and that's important because the paint would adhere to it better. So that's good. Now just reading here, it dries to the touch in 1 to 2 hours, and it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon now, and it says recoat after 8. So I don't want to recoat as it gets dark. You can walk on after 24. So what I do is I start it first thing in the morning, and that way all our little creatures shouldn't be coming past here while it's drying. So we'll call this end of day 1. I'll see you start of day 2. Well, day 2, this is what we're using. Sure Step anti-slip, light grey, full of grit. See how it goes. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, there's a few little imperfections here. These spider cracks, they're fine, but I've got a couple of little holes here, so just going to fill it with a brush, and by the time I get to it, should be good to go over with the roller. First thing I notice about this paint, it is pretty thick. This is what I was talking about the last time when I put this cement down. The animals walking past. Yeah, you got to keep your eye out for them. So just before I start rolling, I'm just going to do the corners with a brush so I can get into the corner, and then I'll start rolling. say use a 3/4 inch nap. I can tell that it's soaking up pretty good. I'm just fingers crossed I can get this done. So it's like 120 square feet. So I should be able to get a good one coat over it. It won't do two though. I can see when I'm rolling it, there's more little imperfections that you don't notice. So I use a brush to go over them. So one thing I'm noticing is no matter how well you think you've got rid of the imperfections, once you put some paint down on it, you see the little air bubbles from the concrete from where it hadn't formed properly before. It really brings it out. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a two-coat job. Yeah, it's going to look better, but you know, fingers crossed it looks acceptable. Okay, so this is what's working for me. Get a brush, going along the outside in like 1.5 2-foot sections. That way, when you've done this and you've got some imperfections, you can reach here with a brush and you can dab the holes, and then you can go back over it with a roller. So I'm being pretty liberal. I'm working out how much paint I got. So I got enough in that can for doing two liberal coats, which would be one good coat. So that's the plan. It's working out. I think I'm going to be happy with the results, but it looks better than it did, didn't it? So I ain't going to complain. There's always that one guy, no matter what, gets paint over him. I don't know how I got paint there. Oh man, how'd you get paint up there? I don't know. Okay, so I bought a 3.78 litre can. I've used exactly half, and considering the concrete was dry and porous, it would have soaked up more paint in the first coat. Second coat, I should be able to be a bit more free with it. So it's going to be a 2-coat job, but you know, pretty happy with it so far. Okay, I'll get back to you when we do the second coat. And we're back. You know, when you was a kid and you had paint days when you was like, you know, 5, 6, 7, whatever. Teacher said, put on all the equipment so you don't get mess up your clothes, you know, parents don't get crazy and mad and that. There's always that one kid just gets covered no matter what. I'm still that kid. All right, time for the second coat. I'll do this and we'll see what it looks like. So you can see the difference in the colour, and I just basically have enough to finish. So that's good. Well, another project over and done with. Pretty happy with it. I think what I'll probably do though is maybe give it one more coat just before the winter. You know, some people have salt and stuff on their boots, so either I do a coat in like November or maybe next spring. But yeah, one can, 120 square feet, 2 coats. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Thanks for watching. You probably didn't learn much, but maybe you did. Maybe you did. It's all fun. Okay, see you next time.